be launching a tasty pastry. It's a low-carb Pop-Tart. It's got 3 to 4 grams of net carbs, and we love this show. This is our best place to be in LA.
Welcome back to Legendary Foods Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo, and today is Wednesday, July 28th, 2021. And let's find out what's going on in the world of bodybuilding and fitness. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back and better than ever with another brand new edition of Recap Wednesday coming your way. And as you might have guessed, we're kicking the show off today with a recap of the Chicago Pro. Starting with the men's bodybuilding open, where Hunter Labrada came in and took care of business against one of the best lineups that we've seen all year long to clinch a trip back to the Olympia stage. As I'm sure you've heard by now, in the 212 division, it was all about Keon Pearson as he took home the crown for the second year in a row and confirmed his place as a top-tier title contender. In classic physique, Darwin Uribe captured the attention of everyone in the division as he put together an amazing look on the way to earning his first win of his career. And in men's physique, once again, Ramsey's Rams came in and took care of business as he continued to build on his career year. On the women's side of things, Sheena Oleg looked spectacular on her way to earning top honors in women's bodybuilding. And in women's physique, the best version of Pat Goslin that we've ever seen came out and dominated from wire to wire as she punched her ticket back to the Olympia stage. In figure, Julia Waring looked phenomenal on the way to collecting the win for the show for her second time in her career. So congratulations for a great effort. Lorelai Chapados was absolutely lights out in bikini as she cruised to a big time win in her season debut. And a strong effort from Sarah Kovac brought home the title in fitness. And finally, we're wrapping up our coverage here with the wellness division, where Cassandra Gillis became the latest athlete to punch her ticket to the inaugural Olympia ceremonies after her big victory. The next event on the schedule took place up in the Steel City, which once again welcomed in a long list of athletes for this year's Pittsburgh Pro Masters, where we're going to run through a few of the highlights here, starting with Patricia Lloyd, who is the winner in the 35 and 45 plus bikini. In figure, Edith Driver managed to pull off the trifecta, winning the 35, 40, and 45 titles, which is something you don't see all that often. So congratulations. Lenore Gregson did a little bit of double dipping in her own right as she collected wins in the 35 and 45 women's physique. And in the 40 plus women's bodybuilding, Wendy Sanchez scored straight firsts across the board to collect her first win of her pro career. On the men's side of things, we're starting off with the 50 plus bodybuilding, where a familiar face in Milton Martinez managed to slide in and snag his first pro win. And we're wrapping up our coverage here with the men's physique division, where the ageless wonder Michael Ferguson pulled off the second trifecta of the weekend as he swept up the titles in the 35, 40, and 45 classes. The last recap of the day comes from the first annual Zhanna Rotar Pro, which was a figure-only event put on by the Muscle Contest crew out there in Anaheim, California. And when it was all said and done, Brazil's Michelle Silva Pinto ended up as the last woman standing, which helped her secure a well-deserved Olympia qualification for the first time in her career. Second place went to the familiar face in Karina Gra, who looked great in her season debut. Shalacy Shoemaker continued the strong start to her season with another solid top 3 effort here, as she managed to hold off a solid 4th place effort from Raheel Kushia. And rounding out the top 5 was none other than veteran Kim Clark. And finally, we're closing out the show today with this brand new update from your 2019 Mr. Olympia champ Brandon Curry. After keeping himself under wraps for the last few weeks, on Monday, Brandon decided to give his fans a sneak peek at what he's been working on for the last few weeks since he made the move back out to Oxygen Gym. And I guess the big takeaway here would be that Brandon looks a whole lot like someone who has every intention of winning his title back. Obviously, we all know that when Brandon is at his best, he's capable of beating everyone else in the lineup, including our current champ, Big Ramy. So if he and the Camel crew can cook up something special this year, there's a strong possibility that we could see history happen again as the Olympia title changed hands for the 4th straight year. And that does it for yet another edition of Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo, reminding you to always be true to your passions and make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.